Hello, how are you? Yeah, welcome to the Superhuman podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Hoey.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, what do you want?
So you're a big fan of David Goggins?
Yeah, David Goggins, number one. And then he'll try to speak English, okay? And then he'll say to them, so he's pointing at me. He's like, this is my daughter. And I'm like, bro, like, daughter is a harder word to pronounce than son. Like, you know, the Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'll be like, you know, the Volkswagen. I actually wanted to be a rapper first.
Yeah.
Because I watched 8 Mile.
Well, you are one now. So.
I am somewhat of a rapper. I don't claim it, but I do have bars. I'm like an only child.
With your parents?
Yeah, I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, fair enough. Welcome, Superhuman. Today I have a guest who, if you're here, really doesn't need an introduction because I'm certain you know who he is. Even just sharing a story, having lunch with you, I had so many DMs from people going, Hoey! So without further ado, today is about getting into, well, the story of Hoey, but behind who Hoey really is.
Mm-hmm.
So welcoming Andy Ho.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ria, for having me.
So for my Viet friends,
yeah,
whereabouts in Vietnam are your parents from?
We're from South Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is in Sóc Trăng, where is the border of Cambodia and Vietnam.
Yep.
So down there. And my mom is about 2 hours from the city, Ho Chi Minh City. But they moved to Australia in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So I'm born in Sydney.
Born and raised in Sydney.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you've got how many siblings?
I have 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Big girl family.
Big family. Yeah. But it's like we're all half siblings.
Yeah.
I'm like an only child.
With your parents?
Yeah, I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So you grew up in Sydney.
Yeah.
But obviously the story of Hoey begins in Darwin. But
correct.
I don't want to jump there just yet.
Mm-hmm.
So in Sydney, did you already know that you wanted to become a comedian at some point?
Yeah. I wanted to be a comedian since I was around 16, 17 years old.
Yeah. What did that look like for you? Like, did you just go, I want to do stand-up or?
Yeah, I think it was like watching Dave Chappelle as a kid. The Chappelle Show is really what inspired me growing up. Watching it on SBS, so then I watched a lot of that. South Park, all those like The Simpsons. Like I grew up like a 90s baby.
Yes.
And I was influenced by that. Rap music. I actually wanted to be a rapper first. Yeah, because I watched 8 Mile.
Well, you are one now. So.
I am somewhat of a rapper. I don't claim it, but I do have bars, as they say.
All right. So you knew you wanted to be in the spotlight in some form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was always a class clown.
Okay.
And all my friends were telling me to be a comedian too. So then people were telling me to do it.
Yeah.
On top.
Yeah, I guess because you were always telling stories or imitating the accent.
I was extremely good at imitating people.
Yeah.
And I'm really good at kind of like just making people laugh, you know, like as if it's like my life depends on it. I have to make you laugh. It's like connected to people-pleasing behavior.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful gift to be able to make people laugh.
I guess because like you realize like not everyone is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then like people will like say that I'm funny, but then I would be like, isn't everybody funny? And then you realize not everyone is funny.
Yeah.
So then you feel a bit better.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got the gift of the gab, people starting to realize, hey, you should be a comedian. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
But you didn't really action anything in Sydney at this point.
For like 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. Didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I had a best friend and I would chat on WhatsApp and I'd do the voice recording. I'd do like an impression of like any accent, right? I'd do it all. And he would like be cracking up all the time. And he'd say like, are you going to make a video online? And I say, yeah, one day, right? And mind you, I'm just like living the life of a typical Asian Australian, where it's like your immigrant parents are telling you to go to uni, get a high-paying job, and so forth.
Yes.
So I did that because, like, you know, out of do what you're told. But as I said, I always wanted to do comedy, and I was always looking for an opportunity to start. I think starting is the hardest part.
Yes.
Now,
Definitely.
how do you start it?
Hit record, apparently.
Exactly. And then it's like, what do I do? You know, you just overthink it. But then it's when I decided to move out of Sydney when I was 28 years old. And then that's when I was able to just make my first video and then kind of do everything I always wanted to do, right? I think it's where I grew up. It was hard to do that. To stand. I didn't want to stand out too much.
In Sydney?
Yeah.
What was your life in Sydney?
So my life in Sydney, I grew up in Western Sydney. So there's a lot of Vietnamese, heaps of Vietnamese people, and different cultures like Lebanese, Middle Eastern, your Wogs like Italian, Croatian, Serbian. So we had a mixture in Aussies, right? So it was always mixed. And basically, I love basketball. So I just wanted to like be like the Filipinos because they were cool. I just want to be cool, right? But then you have to be smart to get a good job. And I was quite smart as a kid, but then I cared too much about being cool, so the grades dropped. And then what I thought was the swag was going up. Little did I know, none of that was happening. And then I was just partying, just a party boy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Raving Asian. Yeah, there you go. Raving Asian. That's exactly what I was.
Yeah.
But I still went to work, stuff like that. Did many different odd jobs, stuff like that. And a lot of my siblings, like 10 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
So I'm influenced from them too. So I'm kind of like an old soul in like that as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that sort of why you didn't want to start doing comedy in Sydney because it wouldn't be deemed as cool?
Yeah, I think like it wasn't so much comedy. It was more film. I wanted to work in film. Like ever since I was 13.
Yeah, cool.
I wanted to be a movie director because I would grow up watching Power Rangers when I was like 5 or 6.
Who's your favorite?
The red one.
Yeah.
But then the green one.
Yep.
The green one was the best. But now I like the yellow one because she's Asian. But like I would like choreograph the fighting scenes. Like any young Asian kid, you know, when the little kids do that. And because I was alone a lot as a kid, so I'm just like, I'll draw comics, act out Power Rangers, Pokemon, and then like I just love creating stuff as a kid in my own world, right?
Yes.
And then so I wanted to get into film, okay? But then going to film school is not like very common for like Asian families.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then so it's like I just went for like a business degree type of thing. I failed it though.
Yeah.
And then I switched to an arts degree.
Cool.
And then I graduated that because you just write essays about Planet of the Apes. It was pretty fun to me.
Yep.
Like I'm more of a English kind of than mathematical. But ultimately after uni, I just ended up working in employment services as a consultant, helping people find work.
Yep.
So I did that for a while, and then it got to a stage where life was not going well, put it that way. And then I needed a change. So then that's how HoeyFarmer was started.
Yeah.
Because my parents started a farm there in the year 2001. And they had been like, they started the farm from like a caravan and expanded to what they have now is a big farm. And then I decided to move there because I never wanted to move there because I would visit and it's like in the bush. There's nothing there. And like I'm a raving Asian. I need to be near the action.
Yes.
But then there's a time when the raving takes over. You get over it. And when I say raving, it's not just raving. There's other things, karaoke, really demonic things that follow. And I indulged in that, but then ultimately I was like, this ain't me, so I had to get out.
Yep. Change your environment.
Change it, became a farmer, really just went all into agriculture.
Yep.
To learn from my dad, work with nature.
Mm-hmm.
So like, feeling in one with the environment, harvesting fruits, like going back to basics.
Yeah.
Real immigrant styles.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It was a good time of my life, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Much needed.
So Dad's obviously got big shoes to fill because he's, very much lives and breathes the farm.
Yeah.
You lived and breathed the city.
Pretty much. He wanted me to be in the city though, because they work so hard, right? And they come from such poverty. So then they're in Australia. They handle all that. And the kid is the investment. So this guy better be a doctor or a lawyer or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, what was the point of having him? It feels like that, right? And I ultimately didn't succeed in getting to medical school, any of that. That wasn't going to happen. But then he was getting older and he needed, it would be a dream for him if his son wants to do what he does. You know what I mean? Because a lot of farmers, their children don't want to do that. Maybe 1 out of 10 would follow and become a farmer like father.
Yes.
The rest is getting out of the farm, live your life, you know what I mean? Because no one really wants to be in a farm because it's quite a hard physical labor job, and you know what I mean? Well, for people that grew up in my time, we don't like farming.
No.
And if you do, then you're a special case, like you're a hippie.
It's rare. It's rare nowadays.
Exactly.
I know a lot of people are finding their way back to the farm now because the city has become too chaotic and people want to learn how to actually grow their own foods and things like that. So it's
so I feel like I was gifted that opportunity through my life spiraling down to then go into the farm. And then I learned so much. You know what I mean? I'm working with people who all they do is work. And then they just sleep and work. And then you realize that you actually have a lot better. You know what I mean? People in the city, they complain, oh, my life is da-da-da-da-da. But when you go to the countryside, it's people are friendly, I believe. And people are just really just working. It's just work, all work. And I really needed that in that time of my life.
Yeah.
A bit of structure, a bit of boredom. You know what I mean? Because there's just in the city, there's so much things to stimulate you. And you just keep on searching for it. And then when I moved to Darwin, it's this is all you got, you know? And that's when I trained myself to kind of, I guess, eliminate kind of what people thought of me.
The noise.
And then what do I have left is just what I was born to do, which is, I believe, is make people laugh. Because growing up, there's always moments where I will just instinctively say something funny. I don't know how I did it. And then people will be like, you should be a comedian. And then it'll be like, I should be a comedian. But my life sucks. How am I going to be a comedian?
Yep.
Like that. And there's a lot of self-hate there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's you feel trapped. Because you want to be a comedian, but the way the world is set up and the choices I've made, influenced by my parents and family, is how do I get there? You know, how?
Yeah.
How? And then it's then you feel hopeless, and then you're like, it's not going to happen. Just forget about it. Stupid. Then you make a million reasons why you shouldn't do it. So you're like, oh, even if I did, I'd probably end up a drug addict and die. Or even if I did it, it wouldn't work out. So you just start to kind of convince yourself that the right choice is not to. But I think what helped me was I was dating someone and she was a singer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. While I was a farmer, she'd come visit me. I'd visit her, and then I saw her on stage, and she was so confident, and I was like, wow, I'm so inspired. And then she was Australian, so then it's her family would always support her singing, right? And no matter what, so her dad's like, oh yeah, I love her singing, she's great, yeah. An Asian parent would never say that. They were so embarrassed, you know what I mean? Maybe nowadays it's a bit different, but definitely in my parents' generation is like you'd be embarrassed to say that stuff. I think so, right? If it's like
Not with
you would
Filipino parents.
pursue, but then Filipino, they all sing.
Yeah.
You guys can all sing. I guess like I felt they don't put that much pressure on their kids like my parents would.
Mm.
And then I was like, and then she told me about this book called The War of Art. Okay. And it's like saying that if you don't pursue your dream, you are robbing the world of your gift. And so what? And then that always resonated with me. Because ultimately I had to choose, like, am I going to pursue farming or and make my family kind of happy doing that? Or am I going to go and do what I was meant to do? And it's almost like what I'm meant to do is like totally separate from my family.
Yeah.
Is like...
No one's done that before. No one in your family's done that.
Yeah. Like I feel like throughout my life there's been so many moments where it's like a voice has been saying you have to do this, you know? And then it's like, how? So and then it's like, don't worry. So they always say, don't think how.
Yes.
Just think when or some shit. That was it. Don't think,
The tyranny of how. We get too stuck in how that we just focus on the doing.
Yes.
But yeah.
So then ultimately it happened for me. Like I look back, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't know how this happened.
So what made you hit record?
Okay, so my friend, my good friend, one of my childhood friends, he says to me, it's been 10 years, man. You promised me this video 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Since we're 17, 18.
Yeah.
When I was telling you the WhatsApp messages, he's like, where's this video, man? He's like angry at me. Like, you keep promising me.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you know, because I'm being a scaredy cat.
He's your first fan by the sounds of it.
Yeah. And he's always been there supporting me. And then my first video, so let's think, I think it was in 2021. Okay. I'm on my dad's farm, and he grows jackfruits, mangoes, bananas, and heaps more, right?
Yeah. All the tropicals.
And then I've been working on this farm for a year, so I'm kind of settled in. And like what I'm wearing, so I wear that hat. That was my mom's hat.
Yeah.
Because usually the women wear that hat because it's so good for the sun and it's light.
They don't want to get
they all wear that. I use my mom's hat, and I have a high-vis shirt because that's just the uniform. And but the character Hoey hasn't been developed yet. Okay, it's still it hasn't. It happens soon after the first video, right? But the first video, I speak how I speak now, normally Australian accent, and I get the it's called a sugar banana, which is the Asian banana, how it's smaller.
Yeah.
So I get the banana. This is my first reel on TikTok. I say, this is an Asian banana. It's smaller, but it's sweeter. And that's it. Ended there. And then I think the video got like 30,000 views. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow, cool, right?
Yes.
And my friend's like, well, you finally did a video. And it's like, oh, wow, it's taken off a bit. But people were... the engagement on that video was because that people were debating about the name of the banana. They're like, it's called a sugar banana. No, it's called this banana. This, you know?
Yes.
Because I called it an Asian banana. So I just set off the whole internet fighting over the name.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's interesting, but it's still not on what I want to do. Because I want to be a comedian, and I love doing impressions. So the next video I do, I think it was so stupid. It's called If the UFC Champion Was Indian.
Yep.
And then I do, it's like a green screen, and I pretend to be Joe Rogan, and then I pretend to be an Indian guy. Is pretty bad. Still on the internet. and then that kind of like, I didn't get that many views. And then I'm just doing impressions. I love doing the Indian impression, even though it sucks. And the, the Southern American one.
Yep.
The cowboy one, right? And then, it's all right. 2,000-3,000 views. Okay, you're starting out, right? And then one of my friends, she says, why don't you do a farmer wants a wife video? I said, yeah, I'm a farmer. I do it. So then I get the Channel 7 Farmer Wants a Wife clips.
Yep.
and I put myself in it. So it's like the host is like, and everybody, Farmer Andrew. And then I put, hello, everybody, I'm Farmer Andrew. I look for a girl who can cook the snack and eat the chicken. Some stupid stuff like that. And then I added the girl's reaction at the end, like the hot chick. And she's like, oh my God, he's so hot. And then that went pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, got like 100,000, something like that. And so now I found the niche, and it just went bang, bang. And then as you say, I start rapping 50 dong, and what it is what it is now. But that's how it started.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I mean, it's because you were being a little bit more true to your own roots rather than trying to do other culture.
That's when it resonated. So I definitely like identify the patterns of social media. Is like certain things work for people.
Yes. Yeah.
And you would lean into it, right?
100%.
But then it's a slippery slope because you lean into it too hard.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you still want to be yourself, and you know. So, but that's the thing with social media. You don't really get to choose what takes off.
Mm.
Yeah.
So do you think it was sort of like an exaggerated version of your character of you?
It's still me.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. Like I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years, right? I've always struggled with like the character, whereas like I feel like that's all they know, but there's so much more to it. But then, and then I heard like Mr. Bean, he hated doing Mr. Bean.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But Mr. Bean is one of the greatest characters of all time.
Absolutely.
And it takes a genius to be that silly. Okay. And then it was like, but he still did Mr. Bean. You know what I mean? And then he also gets to do other stuff as Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
So then that made me realize like it's actually not a kind of bad thing. You know, it's actually the greatest thing. To have that.
Yeah.
How I blew up through that character. It's still me. I came up with it. Yeah.
Would you say it's based like, I know with a lot of my friends or even myself, you know, we come from cultured backgrounds and we imitate our parents. Is it a little bit of like your dad?
It is. Okay. So there's levels to the Vietnamese accent. There's different. So my dad, he is like, he only knows 10 words. Like, hello, goodbye, thank you. And then numbers like 41, 40, like he know like just enough to, that's like the starter pack to survive in Australia is just, you know, the numbers and like the greetings. Everything else he needs me. Okay, so I'm the interpreter. And then he'll say funny stuff, right? There's a lot more, but like I remember like when he tries to speak English in front of it, like when he's buying like fertilizer from the Australian shops, right?
Yep.
In Darwin. And then he'll try to speak English, okay? And then he'll say to them, so he's pointing at me. He's like, this is my daughter. And I'm like, bro, like, daughter is a harder word to pronounce than son. Like, he's just trying too hard. But it's because he's got other daughters. I find that funny, you know? And then there's words like my mom, like, you know, the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'll be like, you know, the fuck whacking, fuck whacking, like, you know?
Yes.
And I take a note of that. I'm like, that is so funny.
Yes.
So I add it in. But then, like, my character is, like, sometimes I call that the super limited English Vietnamese.
Yes.
Okay, which is the older gen.
Yep.
Okay? And then you got, you know, those immigrants who, like, they're either interpreters or they're like lawyers. They got good English, but the accent's still there.
Yes.
So that is like your like advanced immigrant Vietnamese accent. So I do a lot of that. Like when I develop a character where I am a dodgy lawyer or like a dodgy doctor. So I'll use that version of the Vietnamese accent.
Yes.
If I'm like playing full on import, like guy getting seized at the border patrol, I go more towards the older.
Yep.
And then there's in between. But my Vietnamese accent is a hybrid because I add like a twang to it. So it sounds like a redneck hillbilly, you know? So it's like, it's more a character than just the accent. Anyone can do the accent, but it's like I've made a character. It's like Borat. So I'm very inspired by Borat when I watched it in the cinema as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is amazing. Like, and then I realized it's fake. Right? I watched it when I was like year 5, right? Like 12, 13. And like, you think it's real. And then you realize it's a character.
Yeah.
Then you realize, holy, like, how does he do that?
Yeah.
And he's like trolling people actively. It's a straight face. And I think like for me, I think it was when I was 16, 17, I discovered like I could say crazy things and keep a straight face. Because, you know, if you try to say something real stupid, right, real ludicrous, you start cracking up. Like you can't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
But I remember like when I was like 16, 17, my face was like stone cold and I could just say anything. No, I could detach myself from it. Was weird. And I was like, holy shit, like this is like a new ability unlocked or something.
Yes.
And then it just like, it's a full, it always comes back to that one person who's like, you should be a comedian, and all those people that said that stuff. And then things will happen where it's like, it aligns. And then it's like, yeah, this is what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's acting in a sense. You're performing a character. You're playing a part. But then also, like, when you're doing stand-up, I guess you got to switch from, like, different characters to tell the story a little bit.
Yeah, so, I mean, in stand-up, there's different styles, but definitely I use my acting to portray my stories. I also do stand-up as the character for my fans because they like it.
Yes.
But ultimately, stand-up has always been a thing I consider separate from HoeyFarmer. But I use HoeyFarmer to leverage that. But I see it as a different art form because I want to be myself completely, like, which is what I'm with you right now. Yes. I want to be that, and I want to blow that up because that truly was me all along. You know what I mean? So like, but then I do understand the way the internet works, and it's like they like what they like, you know, because I've tried to kind of put myself on my channel and they're like, where's Hoey? Where's Fiddy Dong? And it's like it's not bad, but it's just like people are just used to a certain thing that they expect. Yeah. But it's my job to kind of then work on the other thing so that it's as good as and better. You know, so that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So that's why I enjoy doing all the stand-up. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Getting better at it. And then I always have the Hoey stuff. So I feel like, you know, I'm finally doing what I like to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you like all of it, right? So
I do. And then the natural thing is to just hate it for no reason if it doesn't go your way. But then I think you have to dig deep and then find like the silver lining to it, because like there's good in all of it, you know. You have to be like that, but otherwise you just, if you hate it, there's no point doing it, I think.
Do you think that that's come from your fame, so to speak? You know, it's like when you started out, you were sort of trial and error and sort of testing the waters, seeing what hits, what misses. But then obviously as you start to get more popular, you know, your followings, that you've got, you know, 500,000 followers on pretty much all social channels. So that's got to be a bit of a mind game for you, I guess, because it's like it's a bigger stage.
Yeah,
it's a lot of, it's a more pressure. Like, I mean, how does that feel when you see that your growth is, you're just getting more and more followers like every day?
What I think and I tell people is like I got the followers by not wanting the followers, you know. But you want it, but you have to kind of not chase it for that reason. I think it's the purpose of why you do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're actively chasing stats and numbers, it kind of gets tiring and it won't give you what you want, right? It might sometimes. The best way to do it, in my opinion, is to really do it for like a deeper reason. So it's like, yeah, because you love comedy. That's why it's like that book, was it The War of Art, is like, it's about giving you a gift. Like, I have a gift, so like I have to kind of display that, showcase that through the videos for people to, because I think the biggest motivator is like when I get a comment from someone who's like, oh, I'm so sad, but your videos cheer me up. I remember I was in the Gold Coast and then this guy comes up to me and he recognized me and he said to me, oh, you helped me get through my divorce or something like that.
Wow.
And it's like, dude, but it was the videos that when I was on the farm, like just singing under a tree.
Yeah.
Which I was doing. Funny enough, I was doing that because I was going through something. So that was like my way of healing myself.
Mm.
And then funny enough, it also relates to other people.
Yeah.
Really, I do it for myself,
Yes.
right? That's how I kind of managed to make it kind of like good, you know, because I love comedy so much. So if I'm going to make a piece of artwork, it has to be something I'm happy with, like a painting.
Yes.
So it's like, why would you paint? Like, are you painting to just sell it? You know what I mean? So then I would just paint what you like. What do you like in paintings? What would you want a painting of? A cat or something? Just guessing here.
No, I don't know.
Just name me something. Your favorite thing.
Of art?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Like an animal.
Sure. Okay.
Or an animal?
Well, okay. A lion.
A lion. Okay. Okay. I like tigers.
Okay.
Okay. But now I'm just painting lions for you.
Right.
And you love it. Oh, I love lions.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, that will dry quick. Because then I'll be like, oh, you like broccoli? I'm painting broccoli now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's whatever I like.
Yes.
And you deal with it. So it's like, you're getting a tiger.
Yeah, I get
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to think like that, I believe.
Yeah.
And then also I believe it's like, it's all about the input. Don't even think about the output, you know? But that's not to say that I'm not always constantly on my freaking phone looking at the stats and shit, because I'm always studying it.
Yeah.
But you have to remove yourself from it, and you have to focus, like the reason has to be internally, like for yourself.
100%.
Don't cater to other people. But then as you go through, like as you do it longer, the algorithm, and we always talk about the algorithm, is like, yes, you do sometimes have to bend for other people, but do it sparingly, because if you keep doing it, you're going to ruin yourself.
Yeah, you lose yourself.
Yeah.
What a lot of people who have had success say that, you know, because they end up making videos that cater to what people fell in love with initially. Like you said, everyone fell in love with HoeyFarmer. Like even one of my friends was like, oh, when I heard him talk normally, I was devastated.
Yeah. I love that.
You know, so they fell in love with your character. But that's not to say that, you know, they won't fall in love with you being who you are and seeing the different impersonations that you can do, which is obviously your true passion.
Yeah, I love it. I love impersonating people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's so good. And I'm good at it because like not saying I can do all accents, I can do 10% of every accent. So just like with only one line.
Yeah.
So then like I always love listening to different accents. I love when accents are blended in. Like let's say like an American person lives in Australia, they have a blended accent, or like
lots of that
weird combinations, right?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Like I was telling you about the Vietnamese accent, there's levels to it, right? And it's like I actually, if anything, that's a big passion of mine, you know? And then that's why my comedy is kind of tied into that as well.
Yeah.
So it's like I just do things because I like it. And then like there's been so many times I've done things because someone else liked it. And then it's like sometimes it do well too, right? But then I don't like it. So then I'm like, that's it. Like I can't. I have to like go back to what I like.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing that's worked for me.
Yeah.
It still goes on as well. Like especially with like stand-up comedy is a thing I'm learning. But it's very like parallel to content, but it's different. And then it's like I was also bending over for people in my stand-up, but then it's like now I've kind of like you just be yourself now. You know what I mean? And then being known for a character, but trying to like showcase your true self is like hard work. But as I said, like I have to frame it as it's for myself all the time. So like now I'm starting to do like new content, like food reviews, because I'm very inspired by Anthony Bourdain.
Yep.
I used to do the food stuff. So like that's actually like what I really wanted to do growing up, is like be an actor, be like myself, a personality and stuff like that, experience cultures and tell stories.
Yeah.
And I think like how I think about it is that like it could have been a big chance of me never even being here, like not even doing comedy. I still being on the farm. And then also it's like I think I've been gifted HoeyFarmer, you know, something that people love and know me for, so that I can then go on to my next journey. You get me? It's just the way things have been given to me, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a good thing. Because then I could be like, oh, Hoey sucks. No one like, Hoey, now everyone's going to think I'm just some import Vietnamese guy. And that's my destiny. That's all I'll ever be. Like just some hacked little Asian caricature guy.
Yes.
And then there's no depth to it.
Yeah.
And then I think, no, it's just that was the start of my journey, I believe, because I have so much more than that character.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather have that than no way to enter the game. So I'm very grateful for it now, actually. Yeah.
Well, it's very much a part of who you are. You know, when I think about like what comes to mind is like Joe Coy, right? You know, as a Filipino, people love it when he jumps into character and he impersonates his mom and stuff like that, you know. And myself, my friends, like we impersonate our mums in their Filo accents, or, you know, my dad with his Italian accent. Like I'm very good at voice matching. I don't think I'm a comedian, but I can voice match very well. If I hear an accent, I'm on it. Like I'm on it straight away. And I think it's just playing. It's just play, right? So I guess in your sense, this is something that you always love doing. Yeah. And for you, it's play. So it's like you hear an accent and you jump on it as well, and you be like, oh, where can I go with this?
Exactly.
You know?
It's play, and then, but I take it seriously. So it's play, but it's like what people see as play, I see as a job. And what people see as a job, it doesn't make sense. But like, yeah.
A job that you love, because you were asking me about my job, and it's like, well, I don't feel like I work because I love what I do, right? So it's different because you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
If you didn't care, then you wouldn't care. Then you wouldn't take it seriously.
Exactly.
But because you are passionate about it, you do care.
Exactly. I respect the art form. Really, a lot of my reasons to do things, I want like to be respected in the art form because I love it so much.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think there's a big power behind like art. But not everyone can do art, right? It's just a fact, right? Everyone's got to do something for this society to work. But then that's why the group of artists is a strange group of people. They come from all walks of life, and it's like a big thing is how do artists survive? You know what I mean? Because a lot of artists, they have great creative skills, but money and living, it's hard.
Yeah.
So that's the thing we have to navigate. But ultimately, I think it's like a big part of the world needs art.
Yeah, 100%. What a blessing that it is that you get to do what you do.
Exactly. And then that's why I tell myself like, you're actually pretty lucky that you get to do this as a thing.
Yes.
That you shouldn't even not saying I shouldn't be here, but like a big chance I could have not have been doing this. Yeah. And just like, that's why I really fight for it really hard, because I had to tell my dad, like, I ain't going to take over this farm anymore.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you going to do? I'm going to be a comedian. He's like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Luckily, like, I had a bit of like, people telling him what I do. It helps.
Yeah.
You know, if I didn't have that, then he would have just laughed in my face.
Yeah.
You'd already
started something.
I think I've gotten it to a level he respects what I do, you know what I mean? That's important to me.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? Like, yeah, because like, this is why when I see other young people, especially Asian, because I am Asian and I know how hard like the Asian like parents can be, it's like, and then they want to be a rapper, they want to be whatever. It's like, you have to fight for this. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You have to fight for it. And you have to work while you do it.
Yes.
You know, unless you're fortunate, but like, you really have to grind in the background.
Yep.
You know, and then it's like, there's a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think I was blessed in that I would have to just like, my back was against the wall, and it's like, it's only 2 roads. And then I swear, like, there was times I was like, I'd rather, like, if I don't do this, you might as well die. Like, that's how I was thinking.
Yeah. That's a pivotal moment for a lot of people. It's like do or die, you know, back against the wall. That's where I feel like the superhuman sort of comes out. You know, it's when
Yes.
you really need, you have to. There's no other choice now.
Yeah.
And that's amazing that you were able to do that and make something of it. And obviously you'll still continue to. You know, it's even though you've had success, there's still more to come, and
Yeah, 100%.
and more stand up for you to come and find yourself in that sense. I guess where I want to go from that is, if you are in Adelaide, you know, you're here currently for the Fringe Festival, which is huge. Best time to
Yes.
be in Adelaide of the year.
So good.
So you've got a whole bunch of shows left.
We're here till the 12th of
Mhm.
March.
Mhm.
And we're here for 2 weeks doing a show almost every night.
Amazing.
Hoey and Sahib escaped from Brisbane. It's just me and Sahib Rana, my good friend. And we just love roasting people and hearing your stories so we can roast you back and then tell us our crappy jokes and then
Yeah.
have a good time, have a drink after, and meeting people is like very fun. It makes me like, you know, feel good about what I'm doing, as everything we've been talking about. And
Yeah.
then, so then going on tour, I get to meet amazing people and do that stuff.
That's incredible.
So it's been very fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's here in Adelaide doing his Fringe Festival, guys. I'll link it in the show notes. And you'll be going to Melbourne next. So.
Yeah, we'll be in Melbourne on the 25th.
Mhm.
So if you're in Melbourne, come check out those. That we're going to do another 5 shows there. And then after that, who knows where we'll be. Planning to go to Sydney at the end of the year. But ultimately, I want to see everybody. Come to the show,
Yes.
have a chat. And I love to see people who love what I do
Mm.
and just thank them. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Andy.
Yes.
A question I ask everybody who's been on the show is, what does summoning your superhuman mean to you?
So, you know, straight away the brain goes to Dragon Ball Z, okay? Because that was a big inspirer for many people. And it's about transformation, the next level. Because, you know, that anime, it showed you, like, it's just like, and then like it visualized for you what transformation looks like, the levels and the power, the strength, right?
Yes.
So then like when it comes to whatever you do, okay, and I learned it in farming, okay? I used to watch David Goggins daily,
Yeah.
you know, and a lot of people don't really watch that kind of stuff, but I'm addicted to like that stuff.
For the motivation?
Yeah. Whereas like you got to suffer. You got to think. And because like, I tell you a short story where it's like when I was trying to get the respect of farmers, because they're like, oh, look at this city boy. He's like trying to be a farmer, go back to uni, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what'd you go to uni for? You know, I mean, I had to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm become the most immigrant guy. That's why I think the character has a bit of that, where it's like I had to prove to these people I'm capable of being a farmer, you know? So then I was like force my body to overcome, and it's the mind. So then I really trained my mind to push through like the boundaries, the limits. So normally, like, you know, the normal mind would be like, stop, take a break, you're good. But in farming is like you're fighting the weather, you're like, you know, anything can happen. So your body, like there's times where you have to work like more than like 10, 12 hours in the season. Tons of mangoes need to go. We only got 2 staff. It's like, holy crap. And then it's like, my mind then was like, you can actually go further than you thought you could.
Yes.
I call it immigrant mentality. I don't know, I made that up just then. So I believe that it's good to put yourself in the deep water. So then I use that methodology in comedy now or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I just go straight in, man, and it's like can't complain. That helped me. So then that's why I always have a soft place in my heart for Darwin, because it really changed my life.
Yeah. Taught you how to push your limits.
Hell yeah. So yeah.
That's amazing. I feel like you should do, if you haven't already, like do like a, you know, Viet version of David Goggins.
I have.
Have you?
I did an
Okay,
old one. Yeah. I'll bring it back. But like, yeah. I just start running. Because when I do a Vietnamese whatever David Goggins, it's still Hoey.
Yeah.
But he will just say things that David, yeah, get hard, or something like that. And
It's
people
like
love
Hoey in activewear. That's basically it.
Exactly. Wear some active wear. But the message, you know, is just like as long as you guys get the message, and these people inspire me. So then I feel like, you know, I just add a Vietnamese accent on it.
Yeah.
And then I pass them out. Don't steal my shit. It worked out my formula.
You've already done it.
I'm just a fan of things, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of things I love. And then I just want to give it to the people. And I think, you know, you guys love it too. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's why people will like you if you show them all the different parts of you that make you. Like, we're all multifaceted. Not all of us are one shade.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. And I look forward to seeing more of that.
Yes.
And seeing your shows.
Thank you.
I can't speak about it yet, but I will be coming to you.
Yeah, come and see. Leave us a review.
We'll
That's
do.
good. No. I can't wait. It's been a good time in Adelaide.
Yeah. So I feel like one of your characters should like close out the show today. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like the inspirational David Goggins or something. Or
hello, how are you? Yeah, welcome to the Superhuman podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Hoey.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. What do you want?
So you're a big fan of David Goggins?
Yeah, David Goggins, number one. Help me through my divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously with your work as well. So
yeah. When I'm working on the farm for $3 an hour, David Goggins, he helped me understand to push through the tragedy and the hardship, and because my leg hurt. And so I listened to David Goggins. He say, "Don't be a bitch," and I keep going.
Awesome. And what do you feel like you want to tell all the superhumans out there that are wanting to be their best self?
I want to tell the superhuman people listening here, I am start a new school called Eggman, and we want to recruit the superhero. Kind of like Avenger, okay, but Vietnamese Avenger. I'm Captain America, but Vietnam, Captain Vietnam. You can join you with a Yellow Widow.
Sure.
And we're looking for the Hulk. And who else? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman.
We're looking for the Thai Spider-Man.
Yeah, amazing. All right, bit of play. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Thank you so much, Hoey.
Thank you very much.
Hoey.
Thanks for that. That was fun.
Yeah, it was so good to get to know the character, or the true you behind the characters, should I say?
Yes.
Because every superhuman is a human at the end of the day. So for all you guys, continue to strengthen your mind, body, and soul muscles and stay amazing.